I don't think they'll like that. Chapter 6 in learning. According to behaviorists, what is any relatively permanent change in an organism's behavior that occurs because of experience? Cognitive psychologists define learning as a what change that may or may not be associated with a what change. Complex human learning is largely a result of what? In Pavlov's experiments, meat powder elicited salivation. Salivation in this case was the what? Your front doorbell has a higher pitch than your back doorbell. When one rings, you always know which door to answer. This is an example of what? Pairing a pleasant stimulus with a fear-evoking object or situation describes what? Behavior therapists prefer systematic desensitization over flooding as a behavior therapy to reduce fears because what? The difference between classical conditioning and operant conditioning is what? Avoidance of punishment is supported by the following, and then you get to choose. To positively reinforce children, which of the following needs to be followed? And you get a selection. A fixed interval schedule is best described as providing reinforcement after what? A slot machine is an example of a what? Breaking complex behaviors down into smaller steps and reinforcing these steps sequentially as they are completed describes the principle of what? B.F. Skinner designed an educational practice based on operant conditioning. This practice worked on the assumption that complex tasks that involve conceptual learning, along with motor skills, can be broken down into small steps. This design was called what? The significance of Tolman's research on latent learning was that what? Rescorla's research on contingency theory supports a cognitive perspective in learning because what? According to Bandura, a person who engages in a response to be imitated is a what? Chapter 7, memory. The process by which information is encoded, stored, and retrieved is called what? The memory problem called retroactive interference happens when what? The two types of explicit memory are what and what? What memory is recalling information that was previously learned, and what memory refers to remember to do things in the future? The correct order of events in memory processing is what? Atkinson and Schifrin proposed the 3 stages of memory referred to as what? Mental representations of visual stimuli are referred to as what? That are held in the sensory register called what memory? Another term for photographic memory is what? Memories endure when processed what? What phenomenon reflects incomplete learning needing a retrieval cue? Visual images are to what memory, as auditory images are to what memory? Information at the beginning and end of a list tends to be more easily recalled than information in the middle of the list. This cognitive process is called what? According to George Miller, the magic number 7 plus or minus 2 refers to what? Flashbulb memories seem vivid for all of the following reasons except what? What is formed in long-term memory by categorizing information into groups or classes according to common or distinct features. Using the hierarchical structure of your long-term memory of the nervous system, you are able to what? The classic studies that first made use of nonsense syllables in the study of forgetting and memory were pioneered by what or who? The memory task for most of the items in a multiple choice test, such as the one you will be taking, is what? Forgetting that occurs because new information interferes with the retrieval of previously learned information, or because previously learned information inhibits the retrieval of new information, is explained by what? What is the biological process that underlies learning and memory? The integrator of information in the brain is the what? The what cortex protects your thoughts and keeps us aware of the past, present, and future events. Chapter 8. The mental activity involved in understanding, processing, and communicating information is called what? We tend to organize concepts into what, which relate the concepts according to levels. A problem-solving technique that involves a specific procedure for the particular type of problem is called a what? Another term for the aha experience is what? Walking away from a problem temporarily can allow for what to help overcome mental sets that interfere with finding the correct solution. Hindrance to problem-solving ability include what? Communication of thoughts and feelings through symbols that are arranged according to the rules of grammar defines what? Human intelligence permits us to what? According to Spearman, oh my. According to Spearman, G refers to what? Oh, that could be really embarrassing. Let me underline that one. According to Robert Sternberg, the three types of intelligence are what? The ability to do things that are unique and beneficial and to generate novel combinations from existing elements describes what? And that's it.